How's it? My name is Alex Deploy, and in this film I'm going to show you how to make an instant cup of coffee in an instant. No pun intended. Now firstly, I want to dedicate this film to Iro Esterio, who is by far the best cook and pastry person I know. She learned all her dishes from my yaya, and I call her the cook without the book. Furthermore, her dishes are all orgasmic, which makes them very, very safe. Please watch this film to the very end and you will see why they call me the George Clooney of instant coffee on the internet. This coffee is even better than Wimpy Bar coffee. So you need to pay very close attention because the devil is in the detail. Now firstly, I must tell you I love coffee. Now, I'm not one of those people that drink coffee to wake up. I wake up to drink coffee. Okay, so let's start with what you require. Firstly, by definition, you need a cup to make a cup of coffee. Now, it's very important that you have a right-hand cup or a left-hand cup because you have to cater for the minorities. Then you need some instant coffee. And I like Nescafe. Now I call it Nescafe because I used to have a French girlfriend and she taught me a thing or two. I used to say to her, "My darling Michelle," and she looked at me, she said, "No, don't call me Michelle, call me Michelle. It is a silent E." Now I've learned something about silent E, so that's why I call this Nescafe. Now next you need milk. Now I love condensed milk. It is the all-in-one solution. It's got sugar and milk in one go. But you can use plain milk or you can even use hot milk if you've got a lot of time on your hands. Now I fell in love with condensed milk at a very young age. When I was 12, we didn't have Netflix and iPads. So when we went to a movie, we went to the Bio Cafe on a Saturday afternoon. And they didn't have fancy sweets, so what we did is we took along a tin of condensed milk. So what you do is you make 2 holes on either side of the tin, and then it allows you to drink the condensed milk or suck the condensed milk. So those 2 holes are important. The other reason for the second hole is if you've got a girlfriend, she can suck from that second hole. But sorry, I digress. So I always put my condensed milk in a Tupperware dish because they tell me that you mustn't put a tin in a fridge. I don't know why, but you just mustn't. My sister told me that. My sister also sells Tupperware, and she tells me that Tupperware is the freshness people. So they brought out a new bra for older ladies, and this bra doesn't lift and separate. But what you have, it keeps very, very fresh. But sorry, I digress. Then you need 2 spoons. Now I've got 2 spoons and they're nice long ones. The one is a dry spoon and the other one is a wet spoon. And why I like these long spoons is you see these Nescafe containers, you sometimes need a long spoon to get to the very last bit. It keeps your fingers clean. And I just love these spoons. Now I first saw these spoons when I ordered a double thick lime milkshake from the Doll's House Roadhouse. Again, they're so nice you don't get your hands sticky in the milkshake. But again, sorry, I digress. Now an optional extra that you can add are some Omar rusks. They come in very handy right at the end. Then of course you need a kettle full of water. Now you can use any kind of water, tap water, filtered water, because my teacher told me that boiling water kills all the hojas. But my auntie told me never use water that's been boiled already. It has no oxygen. It is pop. That water you must rather use for your hot water bottle. But more about oxygen later on. Now, as you can see, this kettle has been in our family for a very long time because it is a special kettle. And I'll show you why. When you put it on, it clicks when the water's ready. You see, it clicked. Now that's very important, because if it doesn't click and tell you that the water is boiling, you will burn the water. Now I don't know if you've ever tasted this bitter, burnt coffee when you drink it. It's because these stupid people burnt the water. So be careful, get a kettle that clicks. Okay, so here's the recipe. So the first thing you do is you get the kettle going. So you put it on, and the important thing is not to look at the kettle, because my auntie also told me that a watched kettle will never boil. Next, with your dry spoon, put 1 or 2 teaspoons of coffee in the cup. I like strong coffee, so I'm putting in 2. Then, with your wet spoon, put 2 or 3 teaspoons of condensed milk in the cup. Now, I like my coffee sweet and white, and we put it in the cup. Now, here's the important thing, because I said the devil is in the detail. What you need to do now is you mix the coffee and the condensed milk. You just mix it. Some people do it so well it turns into a frap. But you just mix it like this until it's completely mixed up. Now, why I do this is that one of my friends is a scientist at Onderstepoort. Very clever guy. And he told me, Alex, never pour boiling water onto coffee powder, because what happens, it makes the flavor oxidize into the air. And you know that is right. So that's why I make this paste, to make the coffee not oxidize. Now, I don't know if you've ever walked past a coffee shop and you smell this nice coffee. You must never go into that shop, because they have oxidized all their flavor. There's no more flavor left in the cup. Very important, the devil is in the detail. So now you can just add the boiling water. Only half at first, then stir it up nicely into a smooth color. Oh, I wish you could see this. And then you add the rest. And you stir it, give it another stir. And there you have it. Instant coffee in an instant. No pun intended. The next step is to simply enjoy your coffee, and that's what I'm going to do. Now here's another power tip that I have for you. Don't drink your coffee too quickly, it might be hot. Now this is where the Oma rusks come in. While you're waiting for your coffee to cool down, you can cool them down by dunking an Oma. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Ach no man frikkie! I told you I was making this film. Just like. Anyway, look, I hope you enjoyed this film and that you learned a lot about the English language and about oxidization and how burning your water can affect your coffee. Please look out for my next film, which is on how to get biltong and droewors from a shop. If you like this film, give me a thumbs up. From me, Alex de Plooy, goodbye. Sure. Ja, man.